What up, Broncos country? Welcome back to the channel. So, here to preview the New York Jets at the Denver Broncos. It's going to be a afternoon Sunday matchup in the Mile High. This game, it's going to have some intensity behind it because Sean Payton, this is the game where he was saying that Nathaniel Hackett did the worst coaching job in NFL history. And, it's got the Jets and their fan base. They're pretty riled up for this one. And for being a 1-3 team, I got to give them props. I mean, I've been seeing all over Twitter and whatnot, just Jets fans. The one that just keeps replaying in my head, though, someone's just like, I cannot wait to go to Denver and smack the Broncos around, and Jets fans saying that. I mean, being a 1-3 team like us, you're pretty confident. I got to give you props. But anyway, before we preview, this matchup, let's go over a couple news things here. So first off, Broncos signed Traquan Smith, former Saint wide receiver. Of course, bringing in some more Saints players. It's what Sean Payton likes to do. Call us the Denver Saints. He's signed to the practice squad. Unfortunately, Broncos waived cornerback Asang Bassi. Hopefully that means Kwan Williams will be back sooner than later. I definitely think they miss him. Asang Bassi, though, had a really good preseason. I guess just regular season wasn't getting acclimated. And, I guess they're just ready to move on from him. They've also released wide receiver Michael Bandy from the practice squad. And the biggest news of the day, Broncos released the $70 million man, Randy Gregory. It was a bad idea from the start. I mean, I even called it. I did not like the sign at all. I want to bring my guy back right here. Hello. But anyway, that's what they thought. They thought he was going to be a game wrecker. I mean, he could never stay healthy. That was his thing in Dallas. That's why they didn't bring him back for all that money. I mean, we're stupid enough to pay him that much. 5 years, $70 million. It was just a bad deal from the start. But I was hoping, like, maybe he could be that game wrecker. Maybe he can get those, strip sacks that he, gets. He causes the other team to, forces them into turnovers. His sack production wasn't that impressive. I think they just wanted him to be a guy who kind of changes momentum, makes momentum-changing plays, but couldn't really stay on the field. He played 10 total games with the Broncos. So, played 6 last year of 17 games. He played every game so far this season, but he got benched for Nick Bonito. Nick Bonito, starting, came out, and he played really good. I mean, he had like was it 2.5 sacks, or was that Jonathan Cooper? I don't know. He had a really good game. I think it was him. He had 2.5 sacks. So, Broncos going with the youth movement. I have nothing against it. That's what I think they need to focus on doing. So, yeah, they moved on from him. Fortunately, that they eat a lot of that cap hit. They do save 9.8 in cap space. Guess they tried to trade him, but there was no takers. Gregory went up to Sean Payton, told him the night before that he wanted to be released. He slept on it. Sean Payton, that is, and, comes back the next day, and he's like, it's best for both of us. We're going to, set you free. So, best of luck to him. I mean, like I said, it was bad from the start, but I'm glad they're embracing the youth movement. Baron Browning got activated from the PUP list. He should return next week. I don't think he's returning this Sunday, but next Thursday, because we have a Thursday night game after this. So, short week coming up. This is going to be a huge game for the Broncos if they want to get this season back on track. Even though they got the win last week, you're going to need to get this one as well. Because if you look at the AFC, there's a lot of 1-3 teams. You know, the Broncos, they got a chance to, you know, kind of make some noise, get back into the mix here and kind of save the season. Jets are 1-3 as well. So, like I said earlier. But, yeah, that's the Randy Gregory stuff there. I mean, not too much else to say about it. So, look at the other notes here. Let's go to the injury report. Then we'll look over the rosters, compare there. We'll do our 3 keys, and then we'll make a prediction. So, injury report here. We'll start with the Broncos. So Javonte Williams did not participate. I don't think he's going to play in this game. I think they're going to probably play it safe with him, keep him out until he's 100% again. He's got a quad injury listed on here. Last we heard it was the hip flexor that was injured, so not really sure what's going on there. But they're not concerned about it. That's a good thing. I don't think he's going to play in this game. That's okay. Samaje Perine, I think he needs to get more touches. I've been saying that week after week after week. And Jaleel, I make a play McLaughlin. He was awesome last week. I definitely want to see him play again. He's an exciting young player. He's definitely a guy who could be a building stone for this team going forward. So, excited to see him get some more playing time as well. Randy Gregory, non-injury related team decision, got released, obviously did not participate. Baron Browning with the knee comes back. He was limited. Like I said, don't expect him to play this Sunday. He should play this coming Thursday. Or actually, Thursday tomorrow. Next Thursday. Or when this video's up, it'll probably be Thursday. Frank Clark, limited. I think he's playing in this one. I heard them talking that he was, you know, coming back for the game against the Jets. But yeah, he had the hip injury. I believe he tore something, but, you know, I don't know. I guess he's good to go, though. So, I mean, I do expect him to play this Sunday. Lloyd Cushenberry with a quad. He was limited as well. Hopefully he plays. Definitely need the O-line to be healthy, especially against this Jets defense. They have a really good defense. I mean, they're ranked 3rd in the defensive rankings, so going to need them to be healthy. Josie Jewell with the hip, he was limited. Did not play last week. There's a chance he could play in this one. I don't really mind. I like Drew Sanders a lot, so if he comes back, if he doesn't really bother me. It'd be nice, though, because we'd have some more depth if he does play. Jerry Jeudy with a knee, he was limited. I expect him to play as well. Some rumblings I've been hearing lately, though, unfortunately, with the Randy Gregory releasing. I think the Broncos might be, depending how the season goes, they might be willing to trade Courtland Sutton or Jerry Jeudy. If it does come down to that, I really don't want to trade either one of them. I have both of their jerseys. But if they do end up trading one, I would probably have to go with trading Jerry Jeudy, unfortunately, because Courtland Sutton, he's that big body, 50-50 ball grabber. So, you know, every team needs a guy like that. And I think Marvin Mims, you know, he can kind of take over that Jerry Jeudy role. He's a great route runner. He's quick. So, you know, if it does come to that, I guess, don't get me wrong, though. I don't want to see either one traded. I really like both of them. But we'll see what happens. Hope that doesn't happen, but if it does, I'd probably have to want to keep Court just because I think him and Marvin Mims, that could be like a DT Emmanuel Sanders duo. And then Mike Purcell limited. Justin Simmons limited. We'll see if he comes back. And then PJ Locke. Hey, it's good to see him back because that secondary and the safety unit, they've been thin, especially the Larry Turner yell. You can definitely tell that he is a rookie. Uh-oh. phone call. Turn that off. Okay, so PJ Lock full with the toe. So he actually might play in this one. Jets injury report. Brandon, was that Eklos? Hamstring DNP. Samuel Aguvin, I don't know. Linebacker DNP. DJ Reed, he with concussion. Cornerback DNP. Tony Adams, hamstring, limited. Makai Becton, knee, limited. Jared Bernard. Okay, as the camera cut out here, Wes Schweitzer. Jets players got some interesting names. Concussion, limited, and Carter Warren. Tackle, shoulder, limited. So, looks like the O-line of the Jets a little banged up here. So we'll see what happens. I believe Brandon Eccles, though, I think he's actually ruled out. I was seeing something that was already ruled out, but I don't know. I mean, didn't participate. We'll see. Let's look at the Jets roster here. They got the 30th ranked offense. They have the 3rd ranked defense. So defense really good. Offensive problem. Sounds kind of familiar. Sounds like the Broncos last year. Broncos, they are 30th in defense now, and they are 14th in offense, so right in the middle of the pack. But how the offense has been in previous years, we'll take that. The offense definitely improved this season. Unfortunately, now the defense needs fixing. So, looking at the roster, though, Zach Wilson, he had a really good game against the Chiefs. Outplayed Patrick Mahomes. I believe that's the first quarterback to actually outplay Mahomes since he's been in the league, and I think in college as well. So, I mean, that's an insane stat right there. But yeah, man, this matchup had some hype, man. Especially Aaron Rodgers, unfortunately, gets injured. But that kind of goes to the Jets' O-line. And a lot of people give Zach Wilson crap, but when he had protection, especially when they play Kansas City, watching that game, he was making good throws. I don't think he's a bad quarterback, to be honest. But if he has a bad O-line, he's not going to be good. So, I mean, you get that guy a good O-line, I think he can actually make some noise. They're actually protecting him pretty decent against Kansas City, and as you saw, he had a pretty good game. Till the end, I mean, he dropped the ball. I mean, that was on him. But other than that, I mean, he did good. And yeah, he definitely hung his head. So, Broncos will have to watch out for him. I think he got some positive momentum. So, they're going to have to look out for him. I'm interested to see how our corners do because they got some weapons. They got Garrett Wilson, who's a really good wide receiver. Alan Lazar, Randall Cobb. They can, be dangerous. McCole Hardman, Xavier Gibson. So, got to watch out for those guys. Tyler Conklin, CJ Azuma. So, they got some weapons on offense. The O-line, though, I have not heard of any. They got Billy Turner. I remember him talking trash before the season started. So, not going to be a warm welcome for me. Not really happy what he was saying about us on his Instagram. I don't know. I don't know if it's petty or not, but as soon as I saw that, I was like, bruh, unfollow. Connor McGovern, former Bronco there. He's a guy I think we should have brought back, actually. But so, yeah, we'll see him again. Their defense, though, Quentin Jefferson, Quentin Williams, Solomon Thomas being the backup to Quentin Jefferson. They got a good D-line. You got to watch out for them. Jermaine Johnson, Carl Lawson, Jermaine Sherwood, C.J. Mosley, Quincy Williams. They got a really good front seven. That Bronco offense, we're going to have to, to have a really good game plan in place to try and pick apart this defense because they got some ballers all over the field. It's going to be tough. Secondary, Sauce Gardner, they have him as the best corner in some lists. And some lists it's past retained. But these guys, I mean, they're definitely the top 2 corners in the league. So that's going to be a fun matchup right there. I believe last year, I kind of want to look up the score last year. I think this is the Brett Rippon game last year. I'm surprised I forgot to look this up. Yeah, 16-9. It was an ugly game. They were actually 5-2 at that point. But yeah, Zach Wilson, he wasn't even that good last year when they came to Denver. He was 16-26, 121 yards. Rippon actually had 225 yards. He did have a pick. Breece Hall, though, he's another really good player on that team. Have to watch out for him as well. I forgot to even mention him. Dalvin Cook as well. I forgot to even mention the running game. So that's with our defense, though, that worries me a little bit. They got Adrian Amos. He's actually decent. They got Chuck Clark. Oh, he's on IR. Jordan Whitehead. Tony Adams, questionable. Mike Carter, second. So, yeah, the secondary, not too bad. Greg Zuerlein, the kicker. Thomas Morstead. That's a former Saint punter. So, all right. Let's look at the 3 keys real quick. I got them down here. My number 1 key would have to be Idiot 1 versus Idiot 2. Have to be the Jets offensive coordinator versus our defensive coordinator, Mr. Nathaniel Hackett, coming back to Denver. He says this matchup's personal. I'm like, shut up, dude. You came over here and ruined this offense. And then, what else? Oh, Vance Joseph, he came over and ruined the defense. So, it's going to be a battle of 2 idiots. And sorry to actual idiots out there. I don't mean to offend you. But, yeah. I mean, these guys make idiots look smart. So, this is going to be bad. I mean, watch our defense, though, make Nathaniel Hackett's offense look good. I mean, that's just an unfortunate thing, but that is definitely number 1 key. I mean, I think the Broncos have to win on that side of the ball if they want to have a chance to win this game. Second key, don't go down by freaking 3 scores. I mean, you're down 28-7. You got lucky that the Bears suck, and you came back and won that game. Not against this Jets defense. I don't think that happens. So I think they need to start early. They need to score. They need to kind of control this game. Maybe a little back and forth, but, you know, they really going to need to have to try and control this game. They want to win this one. So when you get chances, you know, you got to take them. You got to score. And then my third, I think establishing the run. I mean, when last week, when Javonte Williams went down, I think when the running game started to get going, and then Jaleel McLaughlin, you know, budding superstar in the making right there, when he was making plays, I feel like Russell Wilson was able to open up that, or in the offense, they were able to open up the passing game, and that's why Russ looks so good. Like, 3 touchdowns, 0 picks. He only missed a few throws. So, yeah, I mean, you got to make him look comfortable again so that he can play well. And when he plays well, I mean, you just saw. When he plays that good, they end up winning. So, I think that would have to be the third key here. Going to do a prediction. Jerry Jeudy last year actually had a really good game against the Jets. He had 7 catches, 96 yards. The best receiver was Michael Carter for the Jets last year. 2 catches, 45 yards. Like I said, it was a 16-9 game. My score is going to be similar to this one. But yeah, I mean, Jets last year, though, it was not too well for them. But neither was for the Broncos. I mean, it was 16-9. So, just looking at the notes here, making sure we got everything covered. Prediction time. So, Jets lost barely to the Chiefs last week. I believe it was, 23-20? And it's a game they probably should have won. They weren't looking very good in the first. They were down 10-0. But Jets, you know, they came back, took the lead before they kind of lost the game there at the end. Broncos, on the other hand, they were down 28-7. Came all the way back, scored 24 unanswered, ended up winning the game. that's how they got the first win of the season. Jets, they lost, so ended up being 1-3. Both teams are 1-3 in this one. Yes, like I said, scraped their way back from the deficit, but I think the Broncos, they got some confidence after getting the first win of the Sean Payton era. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take the Broncos in this one. I mean, you have to. You lose this game, you got Kansas City on Thursday. That's going to be rough. Especially can't win this one. This one's at home. So, come on. It's time to get our first home win of the season. I'm going to take Broncos 22, Jets 17. Anyway, hope y'all enjoyed the video. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new. On that, stay safe, be good. Go Broncos. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Oh, and also, before we go, got them snow-capped alternate helmets with the Color Rush uni. So I'm excited to see that for the first time this coming Sunday. But, all right, that's it. Stay safe, be good. Like, subscribe. Go Broncos. Peace.